Dear students, today we start our session with this beautiful thought. Every situation in life is temporary. So, when life is good, make sure you enjoy and receive it fully. And when life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. So, with this beautiful positive thought, we start our today's session and we'll start with binary file handling. So our topic for today is binary file handling. With before this topic we have used text file handling. As you all know, in text files, whatever data we store, that data is stored in alphanumeric pattern. So when we created a file in text file handling, you can see the contents of that file in the disk. But binary files are more professional way to store your information. It stores the information in the same format as in the memory. That is, data is stored according to its data type, so no translation occurs. That means if you have a list or dictionary, that will be stored in the same data type. That means list will be stored in the form of list, dictionary will be stored in the form of dictionary. In binary files, there is no delimiter for a new line. Binary files are faster and easier for a program to read and write than text files because there is no translation overhead required in this process. Data in binary files cannot be directly read. It can be read only through Python program for the same. So these are more secure ways. The binary file is more secured way to use for file handling. There are many benefits of binary files, like our information is secured, binary file will be faster to work, and it is very easier to operate on. So to work on binary files, we require a special module called Pickle. First of all, what is a module? You all have you all have studied about functions. A module is a collection of many similar types of functions. So a module is a Python file which contains many similar working functions, variables and other constants. So to work on binary file, we require Pickle module. How to use a module? Just you have to write in the beginning of your file import and then module name. You have used this in class 11th also. So if we want to write a structure such as list or dictionary, and also we want to read it, then we have to use a module in Python known as Pickle. Pickling means converting structure into byte stream, that is the stream of 1 or 0 before writing the data into file. And when we read a file, then opposite operation is to be done, means unpickling. Pickle module has two methods: dump, which is used to write the data in the file, and load, which is used to read the data from the binary file. Now we start working on Pickle module and we'll make a binary file to store our data. So students, this is our first program for binary file handling. Notice the first line which is written here, import pickle. Here we are importing the pickle module which is important for binary file handling. We will learn about importing modules in further units, but here we'll concentrate on how to use Pickle module to save our data in a binary file and how to read this data. Now see, in first line what I have used, I have created a list, empty list, L equals to, then open and close square brackets. So here what I have done, I have created an empty list. So I am writing this comment so that you can, that you, when you create your program, you can see this. Then we have taken name of the user, then code, and then salary. Suppose in our record structure we have these three things: name, code, and salary. Then we have appended all these details in our list using dot append function. We have used append function of list to add details in the list. Then we have opened record1 dot file, record1 dot dat file. Notice this time I have used AB mode, A for append and B for binary. You have used A mode in text files also. You have observed that when we use append mode, that data which is existing in the file is not overwritten. Instead of this, the new contents are appended, means these are added at the bottom of your existing file. In the last line, what we have used, you can see we have used pickle.dump. Dump is a function to write the record. So this list data structure, the data structure list, will be written in the file f. So here f is file object which is associated with record1.dat binary file, and our L, that is our list, will be stored in the file which is record1.dat. So after this I'm just printing a message, print success, that will be shown in the last to show that our first record is written successfully. Now save your file and run this program. It is asking to enter name. I am entering here name, then code, and then salary. Amar 1 and 9,000. Then I am pressing enter. It is showing me success. That means my record is written in the file. Now if you open your directory structure, you can notice record1.dat file is created, but you cannot read the contents directly. Since this data structure, since this file is a binary file, so you cannot read the records directly. To read these records, you require a file to read this. You require a Python program to read this file. So now we'll create another program to read binary file data. So I am opening another program which will open a binary file record1.dat, and it will show the data. So the file is, I have created file for you. This file is binary showlist.py. Now again notice we have done the same thing which we have done in the last file. We have imported pickle module, then empty list. Then notice f equals to open record1.dat, and I have opened my file in read binary mode, RB, that is read and binary. I'll discuss about plus RB plus in later sections. First of all, we need to learn how to read the data stored in binary file. So I have opened my binary file here. Then I have started a loop which you can see is an infinite loop. Inside that I am loading the data in my structure L. L is a list. So I have created an empty list, as you can see in line number 2. Pickle.load and then F. F is associated with record1.dat file. So the first record will be loaded to L. Then we are using a loop for A in L. That means we are printing the contents of list. This loop will run, this while true loop will run as many number of times as you have records in your record1 dot file. So if you have one record, it will run once. If you have 5 records, it will run 5 times. You have noticed that we are using try and except block in this file. Since we are using pickle module and load function, this load function is used to load the data, and we don't know how many records are there in this record1.dat file. So we are using this infinite loop, but it may cause an EOF exception, end of file exception. That's why to guard this exception we have used try block. Try is a block to guard your code from making an exception. Exception is a situation which terminates your program. Okay, so just learn this, just see this. Try block will protect our program to get terminated. It will guard our program from termination, from unwanted termination or unhandled termination. Then we have closed our file. You can see except block on line number 17, where I have written file not found. So if line number 5, suppose record1.dat file, if this file is not found, then an exception will occur, and this except block will cover this exception. It will protect our program from crashing, and it will show file not found. So now run this program. So you can see your data is printed Amar 1 and 9000. This data which was not visible when you have opened this record1.dat file is now visible when you are running your code. So this is the feature of binary file handling. We have used list structure to store our data. Students, now we'll see the binary file handling program with dictionary structure. As you know, dictionary is a better, well organized structure for storing records. In this, you can properly make use of key and value pair, so these records will look more organized. You can see in this program I have imported pickle module as in the last program with list. Then we have created a DB dictionary. You can see this is an empty structure. We have created an empty dictionary here. Then I have taken name, code and salary. Then I have created a dictionary rec where emp name, code and salary are keys, and name, code and sal which you have taken from the user, these are made as values of those keys. Then db name equals to rec, so we are using nested dictionary structure here to store our dictionary, to store our records. So db, then key is name, which is storing rec. So just to show what this will do, I have used print statement to print the nested structure. Then after this we have opened record.dat file in AB mode, that is append binary mode. Then the record which is taken by the user is stored by using pickle.dump db f, that will store your dictionary to your file. Then just to show you that your record is saved, I have used print len db, so it will show 1. Since you have taken one record, it will show one record saved in the session. Then f.close. Run this program. It is asking for name, so here I am giving Inder. Then code is 1, salary 10,000. So you have seen I have used record.dat file. If that file is not available, it will be created, and if it is there, if it is existing, my record will be added to this file. Then enter. You can see the nested dictionary structure is printed there in the colon, then the rec dictionary. So this is keeping record with the key value Inder. So we have used this proper structure, proper dictionary structure to organize our records. So now see the contents of students. In our last program, we have stored record of dictionary structure in binary file record.dat. See the contents of that file. Now we'll create a program to show the data which was stored in record.dat file. To create this program, we have again imported pickle module. Then you can see db, an empty dictionary is created there to retrieve the records. Since we have stored our records using dictionary structure, so this same structure will be required to retrieve the data. If you are using list, you require an empty list. So structure which is used to store the records, that will be used to retrieve the records. Then you can see I have used try and except block to guard our code. We'll learn about this in further sessions. Here I have opened that record.dat file in read binary mode. Then while true, why we have used this loop? Since we don't know how many records are kept in record.dat file, so this loop will run till end of file is reached. So when end of file is reached, it raises an exception which terminates your program abnormally. So to prevent your program from abnormal termination, we are using try and except block. So you can see inside try block what we have used pickle.load. So it will load, it will retrieve records from the file and it will store those records to db, that is your directory, that is your dictionary. So till all records are fetched, this loop will run, and when end of file is encountered, this program will be prevented from abnormal termination by this try and except block. So when this situation comes, when end of file encounters, this except block executes, and here you can see the loop is we are using break statement to terminate the loop. Then we are checking that length of db is 0 or not. If length of db is 0, that means we don't have any record in record.dat file, that means file is empty. Then what we are doing here, we are iterating inside that dictionary and printing name, code and salary of employee by using db. Then you can see name of key dba, then emp name dba, code dba, salary. Then the file is closed, and inside except block we have written file not found. That means this except block is used for the try which is used in line number 4. If the file is at all if file is not found in the directory structure, or suppose if there is no permission to open this file, then this except block will be executed and it will print file not found. Now run this program. So you can see the record which I have entered in last program is displayed. So we have learned how to store records in a binary file using list structure and using dictionary structure. Now to move further, we have learned about file access mode R, W and A, read, write and append. But we have three different access modes also, R plus, W plus and A plus. When you are using these modes, you can read and write on your files. So these modes are usable when you want to modify the contents. At the time of modification, you want that contents can be read from the file, as well as you want to write your contents in the file. So RB plus, that means read binary plus mode, this will be used with binary file, and both operations read and write are possible. Now we'll see a complete program in which we are adding records, deleting records, displaying records with binary files. Now let us see that program. So I have created this complete program here, binfile.py. I'll send this binfile.py to you with via Classroom app. Here you can see I have three different functions: addRec, showRec, and delRec. We have already covered the functionality of addRec function. Just I have copied the code of binary add, which we have already studied. Then showRec, same, which we have seen, but in delRec we are performing deletion. So what is deletion operation? Before learning this, see our complete program. In this main module, sorry, in this main block, you can see I have given a menu to the user: 1 for adding records, 2 for showing records, 3 for deletion, and 4 for exit. So these operations are carried in a loop. So this loop will run till the user presses 4. Since inside 4 choice, I have terminated the loop by using break statement. So when user presses 1, that means addRec function will be executed. When the choice is 2, then showRec function will be executed, and when choice is 3, then delRec function will be executed. So we have seen how to add record in a binary file using dictionary structure. So we have already covered how to display records. Now we'll see how to delete records. When user is supplying 3, that means delRec function is executed. You can see inside delRec I am opening my file record.dat in RB plus mode. Since when you want to delete, first of all you have to retrieve all records from the binary file to your dictionary using load function. Then if you have to change something, if you are deleting something, that means this updated dictionary structure will be again dumped to the binary file. So you are performing both operations. First of all you want to read contents from the file, then after deletion this updated dictionary structure will be stored in the binary file. That's why we are using RB plus mode. Again, most of the things are common, like show. You can see we have used a loop to load our records, to load records in the data in the dictionary DB. Then we are asking for the name to delete. Since we have stored our records in nested key structure, nested keys value pair, you have seen with my name in the records were saved. So it is asking for the name to delete. Then we are iterating inside our dictionary. If name is found, then you can see del is used to delete that record, del db name. You know, to delete a key value pair in a dictionary, you use del with the dictionary name and then key. If that record is deleted, then what we are doing, we are again dumping. That means we are storing this updated dictionary. That means record after deletion will be stored in the file. If that record is not found, what is printed? Record not found. For this we have used a variable fl. Initial value of fl is false. You can see it at line number 47. But if record is found, what we are doing, we are making it true. And suppose if that record is not found inside the loop, that means it will remain false. So what we are printing, we are printing record not found. So run this program once to learn all the functionalities. So you can see it is prompting me to add record, show record, delete record, and exit. I am pressing 1 to add one more record, Ram, code 2, and salary 15,000. So this record is saved. You can see nested dictionary structure is followed. Ram will be the key and your complete rec record is the nested value. Then if we are pressing 2, that will show our records. So you can see it is printing Ram, code of employee 2 and salary of employee 15,000. Then we are pressing 3, enter name to delete. I am giving here Ram. So you can see it is prompting that record is deleted. Now show the record, enter choice 2 to show the record, and you can see record not found is printed here. So with this you have learned how we can use binary file handling to add, delete and show records. So we have created a complete code for binary file handling. I'll give you an assignment to update this program further for making functionalities of search and printing. Thank you very much.